I'm still coy. Whatever that means, I'm it. Truculent.
You're not going to tell? You're not truculent. You're not truculent.
What does that mean?
Brusque, rude.
Okay. I remember Ali was truculent.
Right.
I'll be coy.
So you're not going to tell us until...
Coy. Character of the year. No, we're just going to try to... no, I'm going to start the one tonight. Just to shake it up a bit until Trevor gets back. Al Farouk is a guy who is learning how to play, certainly has to get better in a number of areas, and Dewan as well. Dewan just has more experience. And we're looking for a lineup that can click a little bit. It's not that Al Farouk did anything wrong in games. Obviously, he makes mistakes because he's 21 years old, but at the same time, a lot of guys have. We don't make changes to demote guys. We make changes we feel like are going to be better for the team.
What have you liked about the last 2 games?
He's played decently on offense. He's knocked down a few shots. He had a nice drive and attacked the basket last game, but he's just like Al Farouk in that he still hasn't picked up our defense. That's where I struggle with that position. I've always felt, having played small forward, that guy has to be a guy who does everything on defense. He's got to guard, he's got to rebound, he's got to do the dirty work, and we just haven't had that with Trevor being out.
You're a little surprised that he's been able to kind of elevate so quickly after coming off that injury a couple of games in. Dewan.
I didn't know that he did elevate.
So you always thought he was that type of player coming in?
Nah, Dewan was a guy at Georgetown, he didn't quite put it together. And then in Detroit, they had so many guys, but he's been around, so he knows enough to be effective. But he's still a young guy trying to find his way too. So he's certainly not somebody that's established. He's just he has the ability to score the ball a little bit. He plays hard, and that's for me, when you're trying to get a rhythm, you have to play hard as long as you're on the floor, and that's what I don't feel that we've gotten consistently from that position the past week or so.
Every coach every night this year is having to shake it up, line up because of hamstrings, bruised knees, groins. Yesterday, 2 pulled pectoral muscles in the same day.
Yeah.
How much do you attribute that to just the demands that players are being asked of this year? How much of it is just basketball?
I couldn't put a percentage on that, but like a lot of it is basketball. I don't think you've seen guys have pectoral muscle pulls in the NBA. Most basketball guys don't have a pec, so it's like, where'd that even come from? I think trying to play all these games without a training camp and without, your body has to almost go through failure in training camp, and then once you pass that point, you feel like, okay, I'm ready. And guys are going through failure in games, and normally in a camp you have those 4 or 5 days of practice, and then you take a day off. Now we're having like 1 day of practice and then a day off, so your body never goes to failure. And so you're trying to work as hard as you can in games. Usually you do that in camp. When you get past that, guys are just failing around the league, and they're getting hurt.
Are you having to give them already rest days when you would like to practice?
Okay. Yeah, we've done that, but our young guys don't get many days off. But, we've had to give our older guys a few days this year already.
To touch on what you said earlier, did you expect Rubio to play defensively like this? I mean, all the talk with him offensively, you thought he'd be maybe suspect defender coming into the league.
I didn't have any expectations, so I'm not really one to ask about that. I never really thought about him.
Does he seem advanced for a rookie playing passing lanes?
It's only 3 weeks into the season, so I think once you go through the league, maybe halfway through the season, the league starts to figure you out, then you can assess those things, but I think it's still too early.
Do you try to do anything differently against him than maybe we've seen some other teams try to do?
You think I'm going to tell you that right now? That's not going to happen. I know I look dumb, but I'm going to hold on to that one in the interview. But I still think anything you do with him, he's going to figure out. I think he does have a high IQ because he's been playing pro ball for a long time. When you watch him on film, you see teams trying to manipulate a little bit, and he can see it faster than most rookie point guards. And I don't consider him a rookie. I mean, I really don't. I think he's played enough pro ball where he's past that.
Any other rotational changes tonight?
No, Jason's back in there for sure in his spot, and we just got to keep an eye on our bigs playing against Kevin Love because he shoots a ton of trail jump shots. We typically don't like to have Kaman and Emeka hedging pick and rolls, and so we may have to get one of those guys out of there pretty quickly.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.